Hello and welcome to VGC, the video game podcast, live from the Pokémon World Championships here in Anaheim, California. I'm Jordan Midler, joined by Rach. How you doing?
I'm good, thank
Yeah.
you. How are you?
Absolutely roasting in here. I actually didn't really think logically that doing it in a cupboard full of very hot lights would potentially not be the best, but it's Sunday now. Do you feel like it's gone quickly? I feel like it's gone quite quickly.
I think it's gone so quickly. Like it seems to have flown by. I'm surprised I've not got sunburnt yet. It's warm over here.
I have sunburn like exactly there where I was wearing my baseball shirt at Disney. But otherwise I've been doing pretty good. There are some among our group that have not suffered.
Some have not fared so well.
Yeah, they've not been quite as strong against the sun as us northerners, although you're basically a southerner to me.
Stop that.
Also, I feel like because we were worrying about it for so long beforehand, it's just completely flown past. Like the fact that we were at the Pokemon Center days and days ago at this point.
It feels like an age away. We were in the Pokemon Center.
Especially because we were like trying to get stuff filmed and buy stuff at the same time.
It was warm.
Then I keep seeing people going past with Pokemon Center bags, and I'm like, oh yeah, you've probably not even got your slot yet, if there's even anything left. That's where I want to start on Pokemon Center. What did you think of it this year?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I had a great time. The Arcanine and Pikachu merch was like an emo dream. Like I bought so much. I think I bought every single item.
Yeah.
Every single item.
That's the thing, because they seem to have started doing this where you've got your featured Pokemon, which you probably can't see, but it's all the Pokemon that were on the official art, and then they'll randomly have other stuff. Like there's not that Pikachu and Arcanine art isn't featured around the arena, but it's just cool.
But it's on the clothes. But I like how they've done it's not just t-shirts. You've got a shirt, you've got denim jackets, you've got crop hoodies, you've got the full. I was there. Like I bought it all. Yeah, I did well.
It's like for EUIC when they had Ogerpon and all this stuff, and Ogerpon is a barking looking Pokemon, but then they had Psyduck and Quagsire, great Pokemon.
Yeah, brilliant. Love them. Yeah.
Weird wrinkle on the Pokemon Center. No TCG stuff, at least for us.
Yeah.
But then they were selling.
I heard they were Shrouded Fable booster bundles.
Which who wants that? However, this is taking a tangent. So you know the side events.
Yes.
So side events, you pay, do like a building battle, get some tokens, you can redeem it at the prize wall. Do you know what they had on the prize wall? Destined Rivals, Pokemon Center, ATBs.
Oh, there we go.
And then behind the curtain, stacks and stacks and stacks of them, like hundreds of them. This is just proof that the Pokemon market isn't real. And it wasn't even big ticket, it was the same as the normal one. So who would buy a normal one?
Yeah.
It's very, very strange. But the side events, I didn't end up taking part in any of them because the queue to even sign up for them has been ridiculous all weekend. What have you thought about the number of people here? Has it been too many, enough to get around? I know you've had the pin experience, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah, I think it's been good. I think Anaheim Convention Center is very well set up for it. I think there's lots of open space, there's lots of space in the halls, and there's a lot of outside the hall space. I think it's good because it is very warm.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of outdoor space as well, to be fair. It is busy, but not to the point of some events I've been to. I think it's managed. Mate,
when we did your meetup, the community meetup outside at the big Pikachu, when you're standing in that sun, there's absolutely nothing like it, man. Melting.
Yeah, it's very warm.
Although I was talking to people from California, and you're like, this is a bit cool for us. What are you talking about, man?
I don't think, I can't relate to that. This is roasting.
Yeah. Although apparently the UK is very hot this week as well.
Yeah, so. I heard, which I'm glad to be missing because we don't have aircon, so.
Yeah, we've escaped at the right time. I want to talk about the pins. The pins have been the hot ticket item. So they've been doing this pin rally thing for the first time. Do you want to explain it? Because you've been giving it out and stuff.
Cool. Okay, so you've got different pins, and you've got to do different little activities. It might be there's one that's a charity based one for a charity called First Book, and they tell you about it and they give you a pin. There's one where you just sign up for the pin rally and you get, I think that's a Pikachu pin. And there's all these little different things which are just quite simple little things like log in to play Pokemon and things like that. And then you get a pin. And then for creators such as myself, we get given the coveted Murkrow pin. This is where Jordan's going to give a demonstration, and it's been the funnest experience ever because as soon as people see you've got creator written on your badge,
they're just walking around like that. They're not even looking at your face.
And I have done some very I've done some very good trades,
Mm-hmm.
and I've done some very cute, a cute kid that needs a Murkrow.
You've been ripped off.
I've been ripped off, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I've spoke to so many different people, so many different countries. I've had different languages spoke at me, and it's been really fun. And then just while I'm on a tangent about pins, the other part is there's a whole pin trading section so you've got the pin trading section with like people here. And then there is a section for the Pokemon Center, which is outside.
Is that out at the Bear Walker bit?
Correct.
Yeah.
And if you've got an official Pokemon pin, you can give them any of them, and they give you one off the board. So I've been trading. I've opened a lot of TCG, so I've got like
tons of them.
Crown Zenith pin, from Triple Blisters, and I've been trading them for like Pokemon Center pins, and yeah, it's taken up a lot of time. But it's good. It's good fun.
I'm not a pin man generally.
I am a pin woman. I was going to sound
you
pin man.
You are the pin man.
The pin.
Every time I get them, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do something with this. Like I'll put them on a.
Well, you can give them to me.
Yeah, that's true. I'll put them on a jacket or I'll put them on a lanyard or something.
Yeah.
But I think I'll put all my Anaheim ones, like we got in the press pack and stuff, in this, and hang it up on my thing. But there was a weird thing today, so we can talk about this now because this has gone up after the thing's closed. But there's a media area like on the second floor of the Anaheim Convention Centre. Some innovative and some excitable fans have noticed that creators are coming up and down those escalators. So they've been standing at the bottom of the escalators waiting for people to go, Murkrow pins now, please.
Yeah. They're pretty, it's been good. It's been pretty intense.
There's also been like a little friendship bracelet trading thing going on.
Yes, which is really cute.
This little Beldum friendship bracelet.
That's very cute. Mine was Jigglypuff.
By one Jenny Nicholson,
really
friend of the
cute.
show, iconic YouTuber. And it's like, I like that kind of stuff where it's completely fan generated.
Yeah.
Like the pin rally is one thing, but obviously that's something that Pokemon have like endorsed and have produced all these pins for. But doing stuff where it's just fan meetups and fan kind of projects like that is pretty cool.
That's where it's all like everybody comes together and stuff, and it's really wholesome.
Because you see a lot of people that are like, oh, I only see these pals at Worlds.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy that the Worlds thing has become like it's a bit of a festival outside of the actual competitive scene, because you could have such a good weekend here and not do any of the competitive stuff.
Yeah, agree.
Obviously Sunday's a bit different. Like as we're speaking now, in the arena they have all the like stuff set up for the finals, but the past 2 days there's loads of random stuff. It feels more like a Pokemon convention.
There's almost so much to do though that like I haven't done much of like I haven't even spectated that much in terms of the actual competition and stuff, but there's always so much to do. Like there's the Hall C with all the creator stuff, and there's the Maridon bike, and I've played Legend ZA this morning. We got to do the demo.
Oh, did you? What did you think of it?
Really good. I think there's going to be some like getting used to the controls a little bit, because it's not
the new battle system.
Yeah, the new battle system. Like it took me a bit, and like when somebody there, obviously the rep stood behind you, and I was like, I don't want to press the wrong button. But I think it was a good first start to be like, this is going to be something really good. The
exact same thing happened with me, and I didn't include this in my preview because I didn't want to show that I'm not a real gamer. But when the PR person from Pokemon was filming for me, and there's a good pal of mine, he was like shouting in my ear to do things correctly, because I was like, there's no tutorial, you just get given the controller.
Yeah, you do just get straight in.
Because it was the same demo we played. It was like the 3 trainer battles and then the Mega Absol fight.
Yeah, although this is there was, so they were telling me that there's only 3 trainers who've done the 4th battle.
With Pidgeotto.
And only 3 trainers have actually successfully beat the Pidgeotto. And that's all weekend so far. I lost. So
did I. I got absolutely stomped. Like,
I got stomped.
The thing to me is, because you can move your player and your Pokemon independently now, theoretically, you can like dodge around the Pidgeotto and things like that, but I was not adept enough at the controls.
No, I think to be fair, I think you got a little bit more of that gameplay when you did Mega Absol. Like that's where you kind of learned, I'll jump out of the way and like get out of the waves of its attacks and things. But yeah, I got absolutely beasted by the Pidgeotto.
Yeah.
So.
Also, you had like a crap Pokemon in your party at the start. Like you you had Mareep, one of the best ever. But
I used Mareep. I was like, come on, electric type. We're gonna be good.
I started just flicking, like throwing Pokemon out randomly. It's like Fletchling, Mareep, Chikorita, just throw them away. But I'm looking forward to it. We didn't really see any of the exploration, like how catching works or anything like that.
Yeah, we just got a light touch battle, and it was good. And I think getting to beat the Mega Absol, and it obviously took quite a while. It wasn't just like really quick battle, it's over.
I imagine that those will be like the noble Pokemon in
Correct.
Arceus, where it's like their boss fights and you get the Pokemon afterwards.
Yeah, I think that's the vibes for sure.
Because they're showing off Mega Absol, there'll probably be other Megas returning, and they've talked about like the new Mega Dragonite. That would be like an obvious way to introduce new ones. To be like, oh, I didn't expect this guy could Mega Evolve. But yeah, that was cool. I'm looking forward to playing more.
Me too.
Of that.
That's released. Like, I need to take some time off work just for that.
So far, Worlds 2026. What could they improve in your opinion? For me, make the place 1,000% colder. Also, I think there should be maybe some shop experiences, like Pokemon Center experiences, that aren't gated by the reservation system. I know because of the hype of everything, they have to do it right now. But I think it's a bit of a shame that you have your time to go in, you're like overwhelmed by everything, and then if you see someone walking around with like a shirt or something that you really like, there's absolutely no way to get it at this point. Like, I think a smaller, like, you know, when you go to a festival and they have the massive merch tent and then they'll have a few little trucks and stuff like that with just the t-shirts or something like that could have been cool, but that's kind of hard to implement when everyone's absolutely mental.
I think it's difficult. I think it's really like blue sky thinking, but I do agree that your exclusive like Anaheim merch and things are kind of blended in with like other merch that you can get off the Pokemon Center. Obviously, I understand why they're doing that. Like, that makes sense, but I think it's quite hard for people to see it all, and there is little sections you might miss because it is so busy.
We were in for 2 hours, and I literally had to text you and be like, "Do you know anyone else going in to get me this shirt?" So it could have been communicated maybe slightly better, but the scale at which they're dealing with people coming through the door, it's hard to do
there's
it.
So many, and then I've heard people have been like, I stayed in there 4 hours, and I'm thinking, 4 hours, like, there's obviously a big backlog of people trying to get in, and it seems, I don't know how they'd implement it, but it seems like it would be beneficial if you had like a limit on your time in there, because by people staying in so far past their time slot, there's people that are waiting to get in, and then it backs up and it backs up and it backs. And I don't know what the solution is, and I don't think there is one because there's just so many people, but I think it is something that we've noticed.
It's weird because there was restocks, like midday restocks, and we even saw that during the media slot. Like, someone would come out with like a box full of Pikachus, and in the public slot, someone like that would just get swarmed. Like, I don't want to get it to the point where everything is behind a till and you just have to like, you're not having any kind of shopping experience and looking about and going, oh, there's that. But it feels like there could be kind of the way they handled the... How did you feel about the way they handled the big ticket stuff, like the jukebox and the Gyarados and stuff? Because I understand why they did it, and I hate the people that ruined it for everyone last year, but I think doing stuff like that's purely luck based, at one chance and you're done, I don't think that's fair.
No, I think for context, I didn't get anything.
Yeah, I got nothing either.
I got nothing. None of my group that came got anything either. And I understand there's no fair way to do it, but you know, we've heard from people saying, oh, I've got a Pokemon Center slot and I won a jukebox, but I'm not at Worlds. And I'm just like, and that's not that they're not like just at, you know, you obviously anybody can enter the Pokemon Center, but they're not even in Anaheim, they're not even in California, and I'm like, what are they doing? So I have heard that they're allowing people to buy certain items today. But
everyone has that Gyarados. Like, everyone was walking away with that Gyarados. It's insane. I think they should have, as you're walking in, do the old-fashioned hit the thing, and if you get a 6, you get a ticket or something like that, so that you physically have to be in the location. Because the fact that it was an email is crazy in my opinion. It's been difficult because you see some people have had really good luck. Like, I know somebody that got a jukebox and a sign-in, which is... That's pretty lucky. That's like unbelievable.
Bearing in mind, I didn't get anything, so which leads on, I guess, to the events and things, like, which was all lottery based as well. But I think because when something's lottery based, people just tick everything. Yeah. And I think a lot of the people haven't been showing up for their slot, but that's because they ticked everything out for fear of getting nothing. And then when they got something they didn't really want, they're a bit like, I don't.
Especially when they got hit with, like, some of the skateboard is like $350 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, people are going to tick that with absolutely no intention of buying it. So.
No, correct. I was going to say, I think there's going to be some people that do it. But I think it's hard because, like, first come, first serve basis for, like, the smaller events. I understand it kind of, it's a difficult one. But at the same time, at least you would fill all the slots.
Yeah.
because I know so many people that have like, oh, I had this, but I didn't really want it. And then I don't know if there's like a way to cancel it anyway. So I think there is some room for improvement there.
Like, they've been scanning your badge a lot. I feel like your badge could be a part of it, where when you're entering the Pokemon Center and they scan your badge, you say the kind of things you want, and then it tells you right then if you're going to get it. Or they do the old EUIC thing for the sign-in specifically, where it's just a queue, you roll a 6, you move on.
I think that's better though, because if you really want that artist sign-in, you're happy to queue more than once. And I understand that maybe Worlds, like logistically, it might be a bit of a nightmare. I understand, I don't think there's a fair way to do it, but I think the lottery is quite a difficult one, because once computer says no, computer said no.
Yeah, there's like a sign outside the signing area that explains all of this and says like we communicated it. But I think this will be like the teething year where a lot of people will not have noticed
Correct.
that. But yeah, I think I wish they would do more signings. Like they have 6 artists here, I believe. I was lucky enough to
People
meet
love the artists.
Minaminani and Okacheki over the past couple of days. But I feel like if they wanted to, there could be a whole hall of artists that people would queue up and sign for.
I also think there's some spectators that I'm quite like on it with stuff, so like I check my emails and I could see like I know there's somebody in like my party that came that they didn't even look at their emails to like register interest against these things, and I think some people just automatically, and I understand you should read your email or whatever that may be, but I understand for some people they'd just be like, well, I didn't see it, and you want to get a window to do it, and then there's nothing else you can do. So
yeah, but that's like outside of those kind of admin issues, like I thought it's been run incredibly well. Like the hall isn't super busy or anything like that. You can walk anywhere.
I think it's been run incredibly well, and I think all the staff have been really lovely. And, you know, whether there's all different, you know, even the security guards have been really friendly. Like everything's run really smoothly, and like the getting in and out of the building has been really good too. Like I was worried about massive queues getting in and out, but they've implemented it and made it manage really well. So like you are very free to just like move around.
And it feels safe, which for an event of this size is like
correct.
The kind of the big problem.
I felt safe the whole time I'm here, and I've met so many nice people. So yeah, it's definitely felt safe and well looked after and managed.
Yeah, I think the only thing they can do to improve, and as the bubble for Pokemon continues to get bigger and will get bigger next year, is just make the thing bigger and bigger. Like Pokemon will hit another dip in popularity because that's what happens with all things, but it's going to be after the 30th, and the next generation is going to be crazy. So San Francisco is going to need to be huge. The center was already 5 times the size of EUIC.
Yeah.
The actual arena. So Joe from Sedby was telling me the last time they were in Anaheim, the whole Worlds was just where the Pokemon Center is now.
Right.
And now they have like 4 halls.
This,
so yeah, it's a lot to get through. But I feel like I wish I had one more. I've got one thing to complain about. The bloody vendors at the back of the vendor hall, they are. This is the case with a lot of American card shops and stuff like this. So this isn't a dig at the Pokemon company; it's a dig to these shops. Absolute con men, man. This stuff that you can get in the UK for retail, they're like black and white ETB of $90. I literally get a notification during the finals being like they're in stock at Game for £50. I feel like there has been so they have third-party vendors that have agreed with Pokemon to be here. I think, and this is just my conspiracy theory, there's a blanket agreement of how much they can charge for things because all the TCG product was the same price on all of them.
Yeah.
And you know for a fact if they could get away with it.
Yeah. I've seen a few items priced differently depending on what day you go up and what time you go
really?
up, which is, or I managed to buy an Anaheim 2017 Pikachu Worlds plush, and I got that for $30, which I thought was really good.
I would have bought that.
Yeah, precisely. And then I saw somebody else that was like, oh, and I was like, oh, I got it. Somebody asked me where I got it from, and I was like, oh, certain shop, and they were like, oh, I bought one for $60. So I don't know whether the $30 was That's what I paid for it, so I'm happy. But
that's like the price of the actual.
Well, yeah, I did all right, and that's 2017. So how many years ago? I did all right, guys.
I bought, and I can say it now because it'll be up by the time that she gets it. I bought Laura the sleeping. What's it called? are they Sleeping Friends or Sleeping Cuties or something like that? It's the Sleeping Cubone.
The Cubone, yeah.
The like life size. If a Cubone
They're like
was
the
alive.
Pokemon Sleep plushies.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah.
came out to
When
they're
they-
cute. That one's popular though.
Sold out in Japan immediately. Couldn't get it on Mecha Japan. Couldn't get it when it was on eBay. It was like $100, and this guy had it for like 65, and I was like,
Do you know what? Yeah.
this is it. I'm at
Yeah.
Worlds. Plus with the dollars to pounds
It
conversion, I'm
feels
always
even
like,
better, doesn't it?
just
It's
take
not
20
that
quid off
much,
that,
but
you're
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
When we come back, we will wrap up our Worlds chat and talk about Rach in general. I want to get your entire life story. I've not got that much time. We'll see you in a minute. VGC is supported by Patreon. Check out patreon.com/videogameschronicle for more podcasts, ad-free browsing, and extra content. Thank you for your support. And we are back. When you heading home? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
Yeah,
yes.
me too. Watching the
lovely
Unite
flight.
finals makes me want to sit and play Unite. Because
Yes.
people are going fucking crazy. It was like a Japanese team versus a Peruvian team, and a guy in the crowd had a Peru flag and was like waving it about. I was like, is this like a
Unite is
football match?
I think Unite is good for anybody to watch because you don't really need to not understand, but like you don't. It's very easy to watch and understand which team is winning, which I don't think like. Obviously, TCG has got massive layers to it and stuff, and I think Unite is good for anybody to watch and enjoy. It's really competitive. Like
It's because it's just a score with TCG.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, they do very well explaining what the cards do, and they've got better about showing that. But there's nothing that can replicate.
some people have got
holding
drawn
them.
out strategies as well, so
Yeah.
I think it can be. It's not always immediately clear, and sometimes something can really turn like.
Yeah.
It can happen quite quickly. Whereas, I mean, that's the same for Unite, but I think it's easier to keep track of what's going on.
Because obviously Unite's more of like a traditional esport kind of MOBA type thing, whereas TCG is its own separate thing. VGC is like kind of it's difficult to pick up, but once you know generally what the 10 strategies are or whatever, you can get into it. That'll be the big final today, and then there'll be the closing ceremony. But it's been a hell of a show. Like, I'm so excited for next year. I've been playing so much Go. While I've
Yes,
been here.
so many people are playing Go. It's like being back in 2016. Everyone's playing Go.
Mate, do you know how stupid I am? I was literally about to pull out my phone to show you the shiny Pikachu I got.
And
My
it's
phone,
right
my phone's right
there.
there.
Yeah.
I got the shiny Pikachu with the
Well
Anaheim Convention Center capture card.
Well
And do you know who
done.
doesn't have that? Joe Merrick from Cerebi. And
Yeah.
I've got it. I've got it. Mr. Pokemon doesn't have it.
He's going to be
He'll be
upset.
fuming. He'll probably take my phone off me and beat me up. But yeah, every raid is like full, and then it fills up again and fills up again.
Yeah.
Going back to play it in like rural Scotland is not going to be the most fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a good go around where you are?
Yeah, we have decent Go. Like Leeds is quite good for Go.
Mm.
My little village has got. I mean, I've got 3 Pokestops all within the vicinity of my house, which
That's
I
a
don't.
joke. That's cheating. That's unbelievable.
I don't think that's bad. Like
Yeah.
I never run out of gifts, never run out of anything because my house is the Pokestop. It's literally it's next door to me. This Pokestop, so but you can get the other 2 as well.
See, I don't like. I feel like I trade off though because the little Morrison's round the corner from me always has the half boosters. You know, the ones that are $3.99, like the half booster boxes. So every
Nice.
Friday on a release day, I just rock in full box, please.
Yeah. Thank you. Have fun.
Yeah, but like the Go is not good around where I am.
Oh.
I feel like when it was the original summer of Pokemon Go, and people were less greedy, it was exciting to have like one Pokestop near you. But now players that are like level 50, they're just like, it needs to look like Japan essentially, or they're
does.
not happy. But it's crazy over here.
Yeah.
I'll do my usual. I'll play it really hard for like a month and then completely fall off it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else have you been doing at the show? You did your meet and greet.
Yeah, I
It's
did my
huge
meet
in
and greet.
Mexico apparently.
Apparently so. Little did I know. It was good fun though. It was really good fun, like meeting different people and stuff. And you don't realise the impact you have on people until they're in a queue to
We
meet you.
should probably contextualise because I know who you are, but what is it you do? What would you consider yourself? Job
That's a
title?
different job title. I mean, apart from my official job, which we'll go into, but like, I think it's content creation, but like in a fun sort of way. It's not like, obviously you've got content creators that do TCG, you've got content creators that stream. Mine's more like generic around Pokemon as a whole and about merchandise and about how Pokemon makes us feel when we're adults and how the nostalgia hits and things like that. That's where I take my enjoyment from content from is it's around the nostalgia of it. I think.
Instagram, your main platform?
Yeah, Instagram. I did do TikTok, but I fell off the TikTok bandwagon. I do have TikTok, and it's all right. Like it's.
Mate, you need to check out her room on Instagram. It's like a bloody Pokemon shop.
Yeah,
like, it's ridiculous.
My room is a bit. I'm messy, like, and I take pride in being messy. Some people's setups are like super clean, and mine's like.
I think
chaos.
your setup works though, because it's like it's just like a wall of Pokemon.
Yeah,
like.
so I have a full room dedicated to it, which most people assume is my bedroom. It's not my bedroom. It's like a room attached onto my living room. But yeah, I just fill it with merch, and then when I have no more room for merch goes on top of merch. I have a giant Sylveon plushie coming. And I don't know,
life-size ones?
Yes,
of course
I don't know where that's going to fit because the room is already busting at the seams, but we're just going to make it work. We're going to make it work.
What's your rarest piece and what's the piece you spent the most on?
So, plushie-wise, I have like a cosplay Belle Pikachu, which is not like the craziest, but it's very nice. And I also have a lot of the Pikachu dress-up range, which is like Build-A-Bear, but Pikachu and Pokemon, and you've got like little Mareep slippers for them and stuff, which is very cool. Got that from Japan.
I quite like that.
Yeah, very cute. And then in terms of like TCG, I've got an Evolving Skies master set. Pretty cool.
Come on now.
That's built by me. I did that myself. So.
Did you pull the Umbreon?
Yes, twice.
Come on.
Twice. The only alt art I didn't pull was the Umbreon V.
The one where they're like sat at the top of the stairs. Yeah.
But I remember buying that for £70 when Evolving Skies was pretty fresh. So
I remember standing in there's a shop called Tokyo Toys in Glasgow.
Yeah.
I think they're like all over the place.
There's one in Birmingham.
I remember standing there and I was buying. I think if this works out timeline wise, it might be a different set. But in my head, it was a Brilliant Stars booster box, and next to it was a full like shipper of Evolving Skies ETBs. And they were just sitting. Nobody was interested in them, despite the fact that the ETB design is cool because you have like the two different covers on them and stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Little EV set.
Yeah.
Little did I know. I wouldn't be here if I had all that stuff.
To be fair, if I'd have kept all the Evolving Skies I opened sealed, I might have not been flying economy, put it that way.
It makes you sick to think. But I mean, you can take that back all the way to the beginning, how much base set I opened and how much Neo I opened.
Agree. Do you know what? Evolving Skies was the best set I ever opened. I once had a booster box and I opened 2 packs in a row. First pack, Sylveon VMAX Alt Art. Second pack, Rayquaza V Alt Art. I will never recreate that look. Like,
do you think that's your favourite of like modern?
Yes, correct. Easy. Hands down.
Well, I think I love Paldea Evolved because it was a set that me and Laura opened tons of.
Yeah.
And I got really good luck in that. Like I pulled the Iono, I pulled all the big cards apart for that bloody Magikarp.
Yeah,
that's like the last one that I don't have.
They're not even that elusive though, because you get like a certain amount per box usually. Yeah. But it just never seems to be the Magikarp.
I love 151, and also this is another thing. 151 was so easy to get when it came out. There was tons of it, and now there's just been like this false hype again. So I really liked 151. I'm trying to think like Sword and Shield era sets.
Crown Zenith.
Crown Zenith was fun. I would still sit and open Crown Zenith because you just get loads of.
I opened a lot of Vivid Voltage, hoping for the Chunky Chew. Never got it.
Never got it.
No.
Not got the big gay Pikachu.
No.
Sad.
Sad times.
I liked Brilliant Stars because of like the Zard and the Arceus, but I pulled the Zard, never got the Arceus.
Fusion Strike was a good set too.
Fusion Strike was another one
because
that like kind of sat. Yeah.
It has the weird Sandaconda by Irradiate, which I love, and it also has the Greedent being dragged by a load of Squavets with berries, and like that is just iconic piece. The
thing I don't abide by is people that hype up sets now that were always like, see when people are like, oh yeah, Rebel Clash, what a set. One of the worst there's ever been. There's Hee-Haw and Rebel Clash. I think there's the gold Snorlax and maybe that's it. But
there's not. I can't keep TCG sealed. It has to be open. But if I had Rebel Clash, it would stay sealed.
Yeah. Do you have any sealed? I've got like a very small sealed collection of, you know, those Glaceon and Leafeon V-Star boxes that they did on Amazon for a while.
They've got 1 pack of Evolving Skies in. It's 1 or 2, but I think it's 1.
I think it's 2.
Is it?
Because I've got them sat in a box. Because originally they were part of my set, and I was like, oh, if one of them falls, that's not going to be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try not to.
I don't keep stuff sealed. I've got the Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon VMAX collection boxes.
See, they look nice sealed. I don't think
they're on my shelf.
You can see the cards. That's the main thing. People that keep like the boxes where you can't see anything sealed, I don't get that personally.
And then I have Evolving Skies Pokemon Center ETBs in Perspex cases, but the best part is they're actually just hidden behind Pikachu. So I have like Calyx shelves, you know, from IKEA, and I needed 2 different levels for the Pikachu, so they're actually just rammed at the back with Pikachu sat on the top and then Pikachu sat at the front. So you can't see that I actually have them, but I do.
Well, Rachel's address is.
Yeah.
Until next time, thank you for joining us. Thanks for being on the podcast,
It's
Rach.
been lovely.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Appreciate it. Sorry to the Pokemon Company for any bad things we said, although we behaved. We behaved
I was
far
really
more.
well behaved.
Yeah, you were.
I always am.
I was trying to bait you into being like, the Pokemon Center was a nightmare.
No.
Until next time, patreon.com/videogameschronicle. What's your Instagram handle?
PokeGirlRach.
PokeGirlRach. I mean, she's far bigger than us, so that's really the reverse promo here. Say goodbye, Rachel.
Bye-bye.
We'll
Nice
see
to
you
see you all.
next time.